desertification is the Christian view on effects of modern science and technology. We talked about pollution yesterday, and today we are talking about desertification. So, what is desertification? Manasseh, say something. As low moisture. Okay, yes. Partly, yes. Mercy. Yes. Oh, encroachment of deserts. Yes, this side. Charity. Dunge. Benson. Hey, Mark, you've come to this side. Yes. What is a desert? So, as Mercy said, it's an encroachment of deserts or desert-like conditions into arable land. It is whereby we have desert-like conditions in a particular area that is making that area not arable land. That land cannot be able to be cultivated, or it cannot be used to be habitable for the benefit of any human activity. So we cannot grow crops from there, yes? We cannot use the land to do what? To also maybe put up what? Put up houses, yes? Yes, because it is very dry. Desert-like conditions. Tell me what about a desert. What does a desert experience? A desert. High temperatures, yes. During the day or during the night? During the day, high temperatures, yes. Brian? Another condition of a desert? Let's remind each other. How many deserts do you know in the world? Which one? Which one? Kalahari, yes. Sahara, yes, Sahara. Chamli. Where is it? But you know it is there. Okay, thank you. I hear that Dubai is in a desert. Is it true? Which desert? Because we were told that it was built up in between a desert. Sorry? That is what I'm asking. What I heard so that I can know more. Because they even sometimes say they experience the sandstorms. There's a time that they were making their own rain so they can experience what? Rainfall, because it's a desert. I don't know. So what you are supposed to know is whereby we have desert-like conditions in arable land, making it desolate. So causes of desertification. What makes land, an arable land, to be uncultivatable or inhabitable? Number one is insufficient what? And unreliable rainfall, which cannot support plants, animals, making the land what? Desolate. Desolate is barren or bare. It cannot even give forth anything. So, number one, for a place to be desert, no what? Insufficient what? Rainfall. Number two is the interference of human being with the ecosystem. What is the ecosystem? Ecosystem is how all the organisms are what? Are connected, are interconnected together. So, another cause of deserts is when human beings interfere with the ecosystem, that leads to what? Climatic changes, resulting to less rainfall or very high temperatures. Another cause of desertification is imbalances on factors that favor growth of vegetation. So imbalances is whereby the temperatures cannot be able to sustain what? Crops to maturity because of the changes in the climate. There is also deforestation. What is deforestation? The cutting down of what? Of trees. Also that causes desert. That's why Mzee Moi said when you cut one, you plant how many? And what do you do in your homes? What do we do? Even me, myself. You cut a tree. Let's not even go back at our villages. Let's be here at school. How many have you planted so far? Yes. Have you ever seen us cutting a tree? Within the premises. We've never cut a tree. We have. Since you came to this school, they've never cut a tree. They have. But no planting. But it was important the way the late Mzee Moi said. Also, another cause of desertification is what? Overgrazing. Especially on the side of pastoralists. Is whereby you go to the same area, you take your what? Your livestock there to feed. You continue taking in the same area until it's what? It cannot be what? It cannot be usable. When you are home and you are, especially the boys here, you are told, take the what? Take the cows or the what? What else? The sheep, yes. You have sheep, that is good. You have also the goats. Do you take them to the same area because you are mad? You did not want to take them wherever you are told. You are told by your father, take these farm animals. Go grazing, yes? And you keep on going to the same area without going to a different area because you are mad. That's how you cause desert-like conditions. Because you take them where they are not able to feed. Some other boys, what they do is, because they did not want to go and graze them, they just go and tie them. It's called like zero grazing. You go, you tie, yes, the goat somewhere stays there the whole day or the cow. Mungu anakuona tu. I have no words for you. So overgrazing, especially among the pastoralist communities. Also, continued loss of fertile land can cause fringe of deserts. Continued loss of fertile land is whereby due to human countries. Loss of fertile land cause desert-like conditions. What do we call continued loss of fertile land? It whereby if you are growing a particular place, you are growing crops there, and all of a sudden you stop and you leave it, yes, and you don't take good care of it, and then it dries up now, and then after a while, how do you lose the fertile land also? That is one way that you lose the fertile land. Which other way do you use? The agriculture people had gone yesterday. Today you're here. Tell me, how do you lose fertile land? Yes? Reaching. Hey. Yes? How do you lose fertile land? Yes? Burning, yes, burning vegetation, very good, yes. You burn vegetation. But I see some people after they are done with their land before they plow. For example, there were what? There were maize. There was maize on the shamba, yes? And then you come and you burn everything that is left there. And you're saying burning is bad. Why do people keep on doing it? I don't understand. Like now, growing crops is very important. You've heard how much the unga is? 180 shillings. And there is no rainfall, yes? If we had rainfall, you could have maize in your home. You could go and do what? You go to the posho mill, right? And all of you are fed. The number one reason why we grow crops is so that we can feed ourselves. It's not even for selling. Are you understanding? But now, that's why you need to pray. The principle was really on order when he talked about it. So we said we can lose the land through burning, yes. Also, poor farming methods. Which poor farming methods do you know? Like, for example, cultivation on the river banks or the slopes, which causes soil erosion and leads to desertification. And we keep on reminding people not to plow near river banks, and they continue. I don't know, and they don't dig the terraces in order to prevent. Before we even build this area here, I'm not talking about this is not area we can cultivate. Before, you remember how the soil was going down here? That's how when you cultivate near a river bank, that's how it happens. Effects of desertification on the environment. So what are the results? Number one, it makes the land what? Infertile, leading to low productivity, that we get is it minimal harvest? Yes. Also, the water catchment areas are destroyed by the soil erosion, leading to acute water shortages. And also it leads to death of livestock. Acute water shortages is whereby, like for example, you see in some estates there is no water, yes? Yes, most of the estates there is no water. If in that estate there's water, there's also water rationing. Yes, there are some days you have water, other days you don't have. For the example, when you're getting to Kitengela, yes, on the left side there are very many people with cats. Yes, there are many people with cats, and there is no, I was even wondering, I'm just born from the village. I was wondering why if there is no any river near there where they can go and fetch the water instead of queuing there. You go to the town, you forget you can use a river. Or the people who are building around there to create what? Boreholes. Because when you're getting to that, is it an estate? Yes? There are many cats there, and there are very many jerrycans there. So that means that business is booming. On the other estates inside the town, there is water rationing. You go to your home, and most of you here know, there are days when the water is there, and other days the water is not there. All the estates here around here in the town, they have water. All of them have water 24/7, because you're saying yes, 24/7. Ask yourself. So this is because we have soil erosion, and it has affected. It has destroyed the soil, the water catchment areas. There is conflict over farming land, pastures, and places to settle as population increase due to migration to productive areas. So the conflicts that are there, you want the land to farm, yes? Some other people want the land to do what? To grow crops, yes? And others also want to graze there. Because of that conflict now, that land is not to be able to be productive. And also because of the high population, even the land is not there. Another effect of desertification is drought, famine, and food shortages, which can cause death. So, because we are talking about the results, if there is a desert there or desert-like conditions, that means that we have drought or famine, yes? And the end result is what? People doing what? Dying. Or people are having a very bad health. Any question before we go to Christian view on desertification? Christian view on desertification, Mark? Benson? As Christians, we should take care of the land, as it is the source of livelihood. Christians, yes. So all of us, as we were told in creation, we should take care of the what? Of the land, so that we can avoid desert-like conditions. Also, we should be in the forefront in fighting all causes of desertification. If you see someone who's growing in a very small land or area, growing the same place, maize, beans, yes, without spacing, you tell them this is not how it is told. It is done. Or you educate people. Why you're getting education here in school about agriculture is so that you can go and make aware, or you sensitize your grandma, your grandpa, your mother, your father, yes, or your guardian. You sensitize them in order so that you'll be in the forefront in fighting causes of desertification. We are done.